That's right. Hitting the jackpot. More than Calvin Ridley at your local sports book. It is the Flex Zone. The only place fellas giving you your sports.
How you want it when you
When
need
you need it.
And what you need right now is a brand new, fresh out the oven episode of the Flex Zone, the hottest sports podcast in the universe. And we're back again with another fantastic show here today as we get ready to kick off Women's History Month here on the program as we have the lovely ladies of the industry coming through each week and blessing us with their presence. Episode 333. We keep it legit here on the Flex Zone, back in the man cave here in Baltimore and beyond. I'm the host with the Moist God's favorite host, Byron Dixon. You already know the Flex Zone 1 at gmail.com. Cannot do the show alone. Very, very, very special guest we'll get to in a second. Actually, the wife of our guest last week. So it's funny how that worked. Big shout out to Dre for making that happen. But this next man, I just was with him last night. Big Raj, what's going on, brother? How was your weekend?
Hey, what's going on, man? We are going to have an AEW, post show. So don't worry about that, guys. We're going to have that. But we have the lovely wife of Carlos, and I can't wait to talk to her. Can't wait to see how her show is progressing in those WEAA airwaves. So it's gonna be great. Can't wait.
Well, this next man's a voice of reason. He's wearing all black. I wonder if he missed on some of those bets with Calvin Ridley. It's Cravante, baby.
I tell you one goddamn thing. I wouldn't bet on them goddamn Falcons. That's for goddamn sure. Okay. Monday nights, fellas, y'all know what it is. Let's get it going, baby.
This next man, you can catch him with Kelle each and every day on WEAA. He is the right hand mentor. He is the voice of the Flex Zone. He is the Flex Zone Messiah, Drizzy Dre. I saw this man last night. Big shout out to my brother coming through showing love. He is the man who cannot be stopped with a dog collar. And we want violence. It's Drizzy Dre, the pride of the East Side. What's up, my brother?
what's going on, Byron. And again, happy birthday to you, good brother.
Appreciate that. Thank you, everybody, for the birthday
Did you bring me
love.
back a cheesesteak, brother?
I didn't go, but probably this weekend. So stay tuned.
Okay.
Stay tuned. Got
All
you,
right.
brother. But this next guest needs no introduction, as I said. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Again, if you're on that YouTube, the Flex Zone Podcast, Instagram, Twitter, at the Flex Zone One. But enough about us. This next guest needs no introduction, but I'm gonna do it anyway. She is the host of Good Morning Baltimore each and every day on WEAA. She is a city alumni. She is the better half of Mr. Carlos Avent. She is, as you said, your sister Dre, and we got it here on the Flex Zone. Is this the first time we had her on the Flex Zone?
First time.
Yes.
It's
First time.
first time, but it won't be the last time. I promise you that. We have nothing but illustrious guests. She's here to show up. She's here to show out. I'm blinded by the glasses, the diamonds in it already. Everybody put your hands together as we kick off Women's History Month. Kelle Avent joins the program here on the Flex Zone. Let's bring her in, everybody.
What's up, y'all?
Appreciate you again for stopping through, being the inaugural guest of our Women's History Month celebration. How are you? Good to see you.
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me. I was just texting Dre on the side, and shout out to you guys. The Flex Zone has grown so much, and you guys are really doing it in a major way. So I'm excited to see your progress and to see where this whole ordeal goes. Like, it's some national potential here. So
Thank,
congratulations to all of y'all.
thank you.
I
Did you like the music?
Appreciate
Did
you.
you like
Yeah,
the you
you
like the
better
music in the
stop.
front? You like the
Thank you.
music? You see how we did it? You see how we
The
got
whole
yeah.
presentation, I
Ah,
was
thank you.
shocked
Thank you.
because,
Appreciate it.
I remember when you guys first started out, but what I appreciate is that y'all never let it go and y'all just continue to perfect it. And so much success to the Flex Zone.
Appreciate it.
We
Appreciate
got
it.
to get Dre a ring light though, but other than that,
Hey, look, hey, maybe you can get through. He needs a few things, but we'll definitely get to that. Let the people know how to keep up with you, how they can listen to you, follow you on social media, keep up with everything you got going on, as you do a lot of things in the community.
sure. So I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, KelleAvent. And of course, you can hear me Monday through Friday, 7 until 10 a.m. on Good Morning Baltimore with my lovely co host, my bro, Dre, and Tyler B. And that's on EAA, WEAA 88.9 FM.
Hey, and shout out to D saying hello to Calais. Dre, say what's up to your sister and go and get the ball rolling. I know we got a lot to talk about.
B Snow, what's up?
Oh, Big Snow in the house too. All
Yes,
right.
Yeah,
Snowman is in here.
no
D is
man's
in
in
here.
the building.
Thank you everybody for watching. Make sure y'all hit that like button, share, subscribe. But go ahead, Dre.
Uh, my first question to you would be, like Byron, you're a Dell State alumni. How
Oh,
was
cool.
that? Yes. So how was the athletics with Dell State, and you got Morganites such as your husband and the rest of the Flex Zone crew? So how was that in your household?
Well, it's definitely a bone of contention. I'm not going to say that I am a sports connoisseur, guru, or any of it. I know just enough to shut my husband down when I need to. So when Dell State plays Morgan, most of the time I'm like, don't even talk to me. Because I already knew that Dell State had struggles, even when I was there. And they still have those struggles, just
Some
like
things never
Morgan.
change. Some things never
Some
change.
things never change. And it's sad because it's not like Delaware really has a team. All they have is Dover or UD. So Delaware State or UD. And you would think that that would make them bring in the best coaches to really get the ball rolling. But people support it like it's the NFL.
You know what? Little fun fact for you, actually. I used to travel with Lamont Germany LG, and
Okay.
we went to Dell State, ran into Byron, and y'all actually beat us that time.
Oh, yes.
Hey,
Finally.
Kelly, like I tell you all the time, we may lose, but we know how to have a good time and party. I
We
tell you
have
that.
a good time. I mean, it's almost like we're gonna lose, right? But come anyway because we're gonna have the plots open. We're gonna make sure that we have a little get together. The Greeks are gonna be out, but I can't quite say that Dell State is that sports school. Well, they are for baseball. You remember that?
Hey, and all the women's sports do good. Equestrian
Oh
and
yeah,
and and
bowling.
softball, bowling is amazing.
Didn't know there was a such thing as like a scholarship for bowling in
Yeah, it's
college, but
crazy.
them women were killing it for bowling. So football,
Well, speaking of football, you and Carlos did attend the same school, uh, the illustrious City College High,
city forever.
but Byron attended Poly. So,
Hey,
Okay,
and I attended
okay.
uh,
the greatest school of all time, Mergenthaler Technical Vocational High School. Yes, yes. I
It's
got
yes,
to
always
see the
one.
whole
It's
thing.
always one, Kelly,
and
that got to
look,
come
It's
in the conversation.
always,
Always.
always.
him and Tate. Uh, uh,
Yeah, until it
Scott,
started, until the
Scott.
students started killing people. Then you ain't hear Tate mention Mervo no more.
wow. But how have you attended every year the City Poly game like Carlos, or do you kind of have you skipped out because he said to us last week he's got a streak going on.
Yeah, he's never missed one. I've skipped out, and every year I'm like, I'm not going. And he's like, you going this year? Last year I wasn't going to go. The year before they didn't have it because of COVID, and the one before that I wasn't going to go, and I went. So I think I've missed maybe two
Oh
or
wow.
so with him, meaning like since we've been married. But yeah, I can miss one in a year and it won't bother me one bit. I love City. I can even just show up at the tailgate, to be honest with you. The game, the
That's right.
kids are getting worse and worse. I hate to say it, but they're getting worse and worse. And it's just as nail biting as the Ravens. So I don't mind missing the game at all.
do you like it being at Morgan, or do you miss it being down at the bank?
Yeah, I miss it being at the stadium. First of all, the Ravens games are too high. So while I'm sitting there, I'm imagining it's the Ravens on the field. And the fact that I gotta now imagine Morgan on the field, that sucks. So yeah, I don't like it at Morgan at all.
All right, go ahead, Roger. You had something.
No, no. If you have something else to ask, after you're done, I'll ask him something.
So in the mornings we always go back and forth about the Ravens Steelers with Tyler, who couldn't make it tonight. What are your thoughts though about our back and forth with the Ravens and the Steelers?
I don't have a problem. I said we're going to set the pace off air because it can get violent. I was like, look, we'll agree to disagree. It'll be friendly competition on the air. I don't care what y'all do off the air. But on the air, we always have to just be respectful in our opinions. And there have been some times where I was just like, all right, this is time to shut this whole conversation down because you're a diehard Ravens fan. Tyler is a diehard Steelers fan. And then when Tyler bring up the Steelers, and of course her daddy calls up and jumps on the phone. And then, we're a Baltimore show. And so, yeah, we may be fans of other teams, but ultimately we're a Baltimore show. And so even if we aren't rooting for the home team, we certainly can't put them down. And that's my point. Whether you're a fan or not, you can't put them down. I'm not an Orioles fan. I mean, they're cool. They're the home team. In my opinion, they have too many games. It's just too much to follow. It's boring. So, but I'm not going to get on the air and be like, the Orioles suck. I just
It's okay. We do it. It's okay.
well, see, I can deflect on the flex zone. I be like, if y'all want to hear my opinions about the Orioles, check out the flex zone on Mondays.
Yeah.
There you go. There you
Yeah,
go.
but we're still the home team, and so it's almost like how you have this conversation at home, and you may have a beef with your spouse or somebody in your house, and nobody outside the house is supposed to know how bad that beef is. Some things you leave at home. And so that's how we do, the Steelers and the Ravens. Well,
All
we
right.
try anyway, Dre. Get a little bloody in there sometimes.
All right. Well, I got a question. I mean, I know you're not big into sports, and that's cool, but I know you follow the Williams sisters.
Yes.
Serena's career. I mean, what do you think of it as far as her whole career as a whole? Do you think that she do you first of all, do you think her career might be over with because she's approaching the age of 40? So I'm not sure.
I think it's time for Serena to probably start a couple of tennis centers where young people are learning to play tennis, maybe have a few camps or, it's time for Serena to do something else. I think that her tennis career has worn its course, and I just think she's still going out on top, even though she may have felt as though she lost the last, few times she was at Wimbledon. She's still going out on top. She's broken historical barriers. And so I think, and that's something that I think we all struggle with. Once we're so adamant and passionate about something, it's a little difficult for us to see a broader scope or to see another way to do what it is that we're passionate in. So I think, Serena, it's time for her to maybe train her daughter or just, open again, like I said, some camps, maybe some centers or something. But I do think both her and Venus is, I think that time has passed. And or get behind Naomi. Naomi really looks up to Serena. Get behind Naomi, steer her in the right direction, make sure she doesn't have to face some of the prejudices that Serena has faced, make sure that she's not making some of the mistakes that Serena has faced, and move in that direction. But as far as a player, yeah, I think it's time for her to be an advocate for Ben Gay or something. Knees are done. It's time to stop.
Before you go, my sister, they call you the
My
sneaker preacher.
bedtime.
they call you the sneaker preacher. How did you get into that? Because normally sneakers have been a thing for males in athletics, but it's been something that you've gone into as a hobby.
You know what? When I was younger, I was raised by my grandparents, and they were far my senior. They were not into labels or anything. And so all of my sneakers were like Pro Wings and whatever Walmart, Ames, Caldors, whatever they had, right? And so the kids used to tease me, and I always used to say, when I get my first job, I'm just gonna buy Nikes and Adidas and all those sorts of things. This happened when I was younger. And so I got my first job at 12 and I bought myself a pair of sneakers. And ever since then, I just always had this passion for them. And I just always loved them. And even when I went through the whole phase of, you become a teen, and you want to start wearing heels and you want to start glamming up. And when I was in college, of course, being a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, my sorors wore heels all the time. And I was like, bruh, if I'm going to be in a step show, we going to have to get some pink and green sneakers or something. And so I just always loved it. And as I move forward into ministry, the preaching aspect of ministry, I just felt like, why do I have to put on heels to deliver a message? It doesn't matter. I'm going to be comfortable, because the more comfortable I am, the more I'll avail myself to God really using me to minister to whomever my audience is. And so I literally started defying the odds in all of these arenas I was invited into. And I would be way dressed up. I could have a ball gown on, but I'm going to have a pair of sneakers on.
Hmm.
And so people just started calling me that. And on Mondays and Thursdays, I do a segment on Sirius XM, one happy hour with Heather B and Heather B Live. And so the listeners started referring to me as the sneaker preacher or whatever. And so now they call and they started laughing about it. So I just kind of went with it.
No, I know. I'm glad you mentioned Heather B. I listen to Sirius XM Fly when I'm
Oh,
driving
yeah.
to work sometimes, or driving from work. So I do hear her
Yes,
like around, I think, 7 o'clock ish.
Yep.
But yeah, she's great. She's great.
Yeah, she's dope. And on Mondays, it's called Moving. As a matter of fact, what time is my last hit? Is probably about to happen in a few minutes. It's called Moving Forward Mondays on Heather, the happy hour with
Yeah,
Heather
the happy
B.
hour with Heather.
Yeah, and she's in the sneakers too. So when she gets endorsements, she'll hit me up like, sis, I'm about to mail you a pair of sneakers. All you got to do is post the
that's
sneakers,
right.
tag, you know what I mean, whoever the sneakers are from, and we're good. So ultimately, that's what I would like my next phase of life to be designing sneakers, promoting sneakers, the whole ordeal. And I would like to do a not for profit that provides sneakers for inner city kids who people's just really can't afford it.
All
Sounds
right,
good.
go
Go ahead,
ahead,
Dre.
Kelle, the sneaker preacher. Tell them before you give your social media, tell them about the event this Saturday.
So this Saturday, tomorrow actually, our show is 1 year old. Thank God for that. And y'all know how it is when you celebrate, that first
Drop the
year
clapping
when
hands emojis in the chat for the 1 year anniversary, everybody. Drop the clapping hands emojis in the chat. Shout out to y'all.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And so, when you working through that first year, you're hitting all of these hiccups, what works, what doesn't work, and you're trying to iron out those kinks. And so tomorrow marks 1 year that we've been a show. And so Saturday we're doing a meet and greet. Is right on the campus of Morgan State University at the School of Global Journalism and Communications. In the bottom level, our brother, one of our DJs, DJ Boom, will be DJing the Empanada Lady. Shout out to her. She'll be there with empanadas. We also have Craven Potato Company. They'll be there. And it's just going to be a good time. We're going to dance. We're going to force Dre out on the dance floor.
Oh gosh.
Dre has been like shocking us in the studio, getting in on the line dances and such. So, we
Oh
just going
boy.
to
Well,
have.
Kelle, as a cap, I say he shimmies better than Steph Curry on the court.
He hasn't shimmy for us yet.
Yeah, he been slacking since I don't know. Dre's been he
Saturday
used to
it's
do it all the
on.
time. Okay.
It's on Saturday, Dre. So it's from 1 to 4, right there in the School of Global Journalism and Communications. And I hope y'all will swing by and just have a good time and celebrate with us.
Now, Kelle, before you get out of here, you said sneakers. Now, people who may or may not know the Flex Zone, I'm a sneaker connoisseur myself. Now, with the state of the current, yes, we going to talk about some things. I got some ideas as you were talking. Now, with the state of the sneaker culture right now, what are your thoughts on one, the secondary markets as releases are crazy? And before you leave, I need your top five sneakers of all time, courtesy of Kelle. I'm putting you on the spot.
Oh yeah, you definitely are. I hate the climate as it stands, to be honest with you, because when you have entities like StockX, and Sneaker Crush really reselling the sneakers, it then makes companies like Nike, Puma, Adidas increase their prices. And so, also, what I don't like is with Jordan. So, Jordan has really capitalized on the fact that the WNBA has been doing well and that the women have been more significant in terms of being personalities and just endorsing a lot of products. But what I don't like is that every release that it seems to come out that are specific for women, the price starts at $200 or
Hmm.
170 at the cheapest. When, for example, if there is a Jordan 3 release, if there's a Jordan 3 release, it may start at 170 for men, but it's $140 for women and kids. You know what I mean? So I don't like that aspect of it because it just doesn't feel fair. And yeah, even though reselling is a major market, I have a ton of sneakers that I could probably make a bunch of money reselling. But sneakerhead, you're not trying to sell your sneakers, so that part of the climate kind of ruffles me a little bit, especially when it comes down to them using their bots to get all of the releases, and then you can't access a pair.
Yeah,
Right, those
yeah.
bots. And my favorite of all time, man. Um, hold on. Oh
I'm about to say,
boy.
I know you got something. It's got to be Nike
Yeah,
It's
I put her on the spot. She,
or
she need a second. It's hard. It's a hard choice. It's a hard choice.
yeah.
Well, why
The
you think on
ones
that? What was the last pair you bought? Actually, what was the last pair you bought? Why you think on that?
That's a good question.
What was the last pair you
those
bought?
black, they are royal black with a hint of white Jordan ones.
Okay.
okay.
They're the
So you
last
liking the
ones.
Jordan 1 phase? You with the Jordan 1 phase? You know that's the new thing now.
I probably have like 15, 20 pair of Jordan ones. I just
Ooh.
kind of got in that lane and got stuck in that lane. But it's something so fly about the Jordan ones,
Yeah.
and it's crazy because you can have the same color combination, but if it's flipped, you're like, oh yeah, I gotta get that pair too.
Mhm.
So with the Jordan ones is definitely one of my favorites. I like the sixes, the Jordan 6. I like the Jordan 12. The Jordan 12s is a pair that I wanted when I was a little kid. My grandmother wasn't anything over $20. She wasn't
Ah,
trying to hear that. So I
Funny.
definitely never had a pair as a kid, but that was one of my favorite. And to be honest with you, if I had to pick another one of all time, man, you really got me.
We might have to. You know what, Kelly? We might have to do a segment with you for our YouTube about that. We can.
Yeah, let's
We
do
can.
it.
Okay, we're gonna set that up because we got a lot to talk about because it's so much. Because I wanna, and we can get more into it down the line. But Foot Locker, they're not carrying Nike anymore, and that whole thing. It's gonna be a crazy world we're living in
Stopped
2022 and
using
beyond.
we talked about that today. I stopped using Foot Locker a long time ago. I usually go to the Nike app because it's cheaper.
Yep, it
mhm.
sure is. That's where I get. That's where you see these babies. The
Yeah,
Nike app, baby.
He got
That's
the
where it's at.
grandparent
clean, all
12.
of it.
The
Hey,
grandparent 12. You see that? Kelle, I don't know if you knew about them.
You know what? But I will say my favorite pair of all times are the Nike Cortez. And I'll tell you why, because that was my first pair of real sneakers outside of the Pro Wings. And I'll never forget it. They were $100. They were red and white. And so when they came back around and I was able to access a pair, I bought them. And now I probably have like 3 or 4 pairs. The Nike Cortez, like my favorite.
You thought
God.
you was a blood. You thought you was a blood, didn't you?
Oh man.
Terrible.
Yeah, we're gonna have to definitely get you to talk sneakers. We're gonna set that up. I'm gonna get with Dre.
For
We're gonna
sure.
set something up for the
Yeah.
YouTube. Let the people know. Maybe show some of our collections and just let the people
Oh, that
chime
would be
in and see
dope.
what they want to talk about. And just talk. And just talk about the culture, especially with everything going on, and let the people know how can they keep up with you as well.
You can keep up with me on social media, KelleAvent. That's on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. Yep, it's right there. My name minus the accent
See, we
mark
even got
or
the lower thirds. We even got the lower thirds for you.
there. Y'all are rolling. Y'all got the little the follow crawling across. I mean, y'all doing big things
I
over
just see
here.
that guy. You see that guy?
I see it. The logo over there. I mean, y'all are really rocking with it. But you can also catch me Monday through Friday, 7 until 10 a.m. on WEAA 88.9 FM. And thank y'all so much for keeping me up past my bedtime. It was a lot of fun. I love what y'all do.
Yes, we know you gotta get up early. That's why we'll get you out of here. But yes, we're gonna tap in with you, set that up. Congrats on 1 year again, and we'll always be listening. Appreciate the success. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
And
you,
Dre,
Malcolm.
don't be late tomorrow.
That's right. Don't you be late, Dre.
That's right.
We're
All
gonna
right.
send Carlos after you if you late.
That's right. We're
Right.
gonna send Carlos. He gonna take off them glasses. You know it's business when he do that.
Woo!
He's a different person. Okay.
Yeah.
We like to call
Oh
him
man.
the historian.
I was like, you keep so much in your head. Like, you should have a headache all the time. Why do you keep all that in your head?
We appreciate you. Give it up one more time for Kelle.
Thank
Drop those
Yeah.
you.
clap hand emojis in the
Thank
chat.
you.
Look out for her. We'll be doing some collabs real soon. And check out on Good Morning Baltimore each and every morning, celebrating that 1 year this
Thank
coming weekend.
y'all.
Thank you, Kelle. See you later.
Thank you.
Good night.
All right, my sister.
Appreciate you.
One more time. Give it up for
That was
Kelle.
cool. That was cool.
Definitely. Thank you, Carlos. Appreciate you. Yeah. So Uh, great. Again, this month we will be highlighting Women's History Month. A lot of great guests lined up to be announced. A lot more big time guests, and like I said, probably get with Kelle as well. Um, yeah, but let's get into this sports talk. A lot to get to, really. Actually, you know what, Dre? I'm gonna start with Coach K. He coached his last game at home this past Saturday. Didn't go the way we wanted it to go, but thankfully they will be in the tournament. Dre, just your thoughts on overall Coach K's legacy, and is this the year he goes out on top?
um, Coach K. What a legacy. I mean, over 40 years of coaching. You hear about people maybe having 40 years totality of coaching overall, but to be at one program, hats off to him. I mean, you gotta be doing something right to keep a job for 40 years. Uh, it's always one, man.
Yeah.
Can I finish the
Yeah.
soliloquy first before we get into the game?
Yeah.
Well,
He wants to be wrong as hell.
but no, I mean, like I said, I mean, overall, um, great career. Whether you like the man, you hate the man, arguably the greatest college head coach of all time. Um, the plethora of talent that has just come through that program to keep Duke significant, relevant after all these years. I mean, programs, there are some programs that just, they have a standard and they'll take a dip, and just like Duke, it's been a roller coaster, but yet, I mean, to still be able to get
I love puke. I love puke.
why?
Puke, puke,
Get
puke.
off this thing. Get
Why?
off the line. Don't come here being no damn
That's why.
bastard.
You know, I had to go on this one.
What's wrong with you?
What's
Go ahead,
going on,
D.
everybody?
Hey,
What's
hey,
going
Brittany,
on?
appreciate you for tuning in.
What's going on, Brittany?
But damn you, D. Uh,
Puke.
You hate the man and he's about to retire. Like, what the hell is wrong with you, man?
Stop with the loss because they didn't get it done. Let Avent do his thing. Show that great shirt again. What a great shirt.
Hey, baby, you know.
The man is about to retire, and they cut him.
You up there sounding like Donald Trump talking about great shirt.
That's right.
Wait a minute. No, you know what? We need to get on Duke though, because we talked about the greatness of Coach K. But damn it, you couldn't let this man go out on top. Just laid an egg. I don't know what y'all would do.
Hey,
boys out there would do.
Shake hands next time you lose, Coach K. Coach K.
Forget shaking hands. I wouldn't want to shake nobody's hand after that embarrassment either. Young boys ain't handle business. I don't know what they were partying too much, or maybe they let them get their first take liquor or something. I don't know what went wrong in that game. But.
D, before you get out of here, do you want to say your swan song, your obituary for Coach K, man? You want to give it to him now, or do you want to wait till after they get eliminated in the tournament? It's up to you, bro.
I want to wait till after they get eliminated in March Madness. Because they're going to win the ACC tournament. He can have that. Go ahead. You can win the ACC tournament. You can have that. Piss posh, as you say, Trey. Piss posh.
You know what'd be funny? If they won a national championship again. Because don't forget, it has happened since we've done the flex zone.
Okay, dead clock right twice a day, all that good stuff.
Right, they can strike twice.
No, it ain't going to strike this year. It ain't going to strike.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
They're gonna lose. They're gonna be in the East region probably, and they're gonna lose to Baylor. Baylor's coming for them.
I don't put a bet on it.
No,
all I see is a pulsating flex zone sign on the screen.
That's right. Well, you should, Unc.
What are you doing over there?
Unc, you want to jump in on the Love Fest before Avent brings y'all back?
Hey, man, I said what I had to say yesterday's yesterday's little thing that I did. Yesterday, check it out. It was great. I went over Coach K's greatness. I said that he deserves all the flowers that he gets, and he
said all them blue roses.
He coached some great players, and he's an awesome coach, man. So I don't got nothing else to add, Byron. He's great, and that's
what violin.
Well, what I will say though is before we conclude this segment about Duke, the ticket prices were ridiculous. They had ticket prices that were more higher than a Super Bowl ticket.
He said more higher.
It was like 5,000.
Yeah, it was over 5,000 for some of those tickets.
It was money well spent to see that out. Money well spent.
I would have been hurt.
Avent, go ahead, Avent. Show the people the shirt one more time and go ahead, give your thoughts.
I got it on me. Huh?
Yeah, I need to be caught one of them.
Huh? Give me put that's a shirt. As we would say, man, that's a shirt right there. Coach K, amazing 40-year plus legacy in college basketball. And for a white man, he aged pretty damn well. I just want to say that. Like
he's drinking vampire blood, man.
Whatever.
He aged pretty well. Like I can't tell if it's 2020 or 2000. I don't know. Looking at Coach K, but absolutely great legacy. Like Dre said, there have been a plethora of players that come through Duke and have pretty damn good NBA careers. And as you can see, they had a whole alumni section full of hoopers. And I was like, damn, did I see Shane Battier? like did I see Jay Will? I was like, damn, where's Christian Laettner? Where was he? But
I have no idea.
Yeah, he should have been back there. Sucker.
He should have been back there. That was arguably his best player at the time. While collegiate career, because his pro career wasn't all that.
No, don't get started.
But as a collegiate,
it didn't get started, Dre. That's the point.
But as a collegiate career, yeah, he was arguably the best. Adam Silver was in the house. I completely forgot he went to Duke as an undergrad. But it was really, really good, and they really show out, and as I thought they would for Coach K. Last home game in Cameron Indoor Stadium / Coach K's court. It was It's an absolute great legacy and not a bad way to finish off, baby. Because North Carolina said we don't give a god damn. You know how these
That's
rivalries
right.
get down. You know how the rivalries get down. We don't care. We spoiling all that mess. We come in your house and beat y'all. And it was actually Duke was heavy favorites. Heavy favorites. So
Yeah, that's why
if
I
you
said I was like, I don't know if they let them young boys get their first taste of liquor. I don't know if they were just partying too hard. I don't know what happened. Maybe
I mean,
ate
they still had the little wax speech after the game, though, after they took the L.
maybe they ate too
but
good.
Dre,
I don't know.
yo, the funny thing is I think the moment was too big. That's what I think for them. Like I feel like ESPN, Fox Sports, everybody hyped. Like we had that circled on our calendars when Coach K's last game was going to be, and I just felt like they didn't show up. Like it was too much pressure on them. And North Carolina played freely, as you can see, and Duke played tight. They had like 10 turnovers, and North Carolina had one. So who
Well,
was playing free and loose?
here's the thing, though. I would argue, though. Yes, that's true that the moment could have been a lot for them, but they better not do that when it comes to be tournament time, because if that's the case, they're gonna be
Oh, please do it during tournament time.
So that would be my only gripe with what you said, because that's a national stage too. Yes, this is for your head coach, but I mean overall, you're looking at a national championship.
Absolutely. No, you were absolutely right. But you saw and heard Coach K. Well, for those of us that saw the entire thing, even the ceremony afterwards, Coach K was pissed. That was not a happy time because first of all, not only did they lose and they lost to a rival at home, they played very uncharacteristic. Like that game was ugly. North Carolina pretty much had control of the game, pretty much the whole game. So that's just a terrible taste in everybody's mouths, and it's gonna be crazy. Like I think, like D said, I think they're gonna run through the ACC tournament. Like these bulls are gonna turn it up a notch. Now, when the NCAA tournament come around, our competition is gonna be a little bit heavier, but they're gonna get a top 3 seed in whatever region they're in, and they're gonna rock from there.
That's a great segue, Cravante, because breaking news this Sunday, we will be going live. I know Raj will be there, D will be there,
Yeah.
Cravante, Dre,
Yeah.
if you guys want to hop on, we're going to be doing a live after Selection Sunday when the brackets come out. Come here first. We're going to break down each and every matchup in each region, give our predictions, get to our Final Fours, and as well as the Flex Zone on next Monday as well. We'll give our predictions, but we'll be live on Sunday evening. We'll have most of the crew here. We'll do some promo this week, so look for that this weekend on the YouTube and Facebook with Raj, with myself and D and others. If you want to hop on, let us know. But we'll be breaking it down, looking at the field and who we think will make it. What's it? New Orleans this year, D?
I believe it is in New Orleans.
Okay.
And on TBS.
Yes.
All right, TBS.
Right.
But we know who will not be there. The Maryland Turban Men will not be at NCAA tournament. They might not even be in the invited tournament. They probably won't be in that either.
Ain't gonna be in nobody's tournament.
Well, what can you say? But from Coach K to another big time move. We really didn't talk too much about this, and I thought about it as we was talking about Coach K. The James Harden, Ben Simmons trade, and Cravante, you mentioned it when you came on about how well the Sixers are playing. I believe they've only lost once since the trade. Ben Simmons, I don't know where the hell he's at. We know he's in Brooklyn, but I haven't seen him on the court. Cravante, I'll start with you. We know James Harden gets in shape when he wants to. Looks like he's found a
Fat
home
suit.
in Philly.
The fat suit, guys.
We found the home, all right.
You buying the stock of the Sixers, Cravante?
So okay, I've been on this stance since I heard that it was a possibility. And of course, after it went through, I said that the Sixers are going to they won this trade short term because they're getting a replacement from somebody that they wasn't getting production from, Ben Simmons, and they're coming in with James Harden, who's been playing and is obviously in playing shape. And of course, James Harden and Joel Embiid, who's playing like an MVP right now. I'm just thinking about the pick and roll. Like, they're going to kill everybody offensively with that pick and roll, and James Harden getting back in the rhythm as far as shooting, taking it to the basket, or dump it off the bench to Joel Embiid, who can pick and pop or roll to the basket. Either way, he is deadly. Both of them are deadly. But I did think that the Brooklyn Nets can win this trade long term if they get production out of Ben Simmons. This trade is all on Ben Simmons right now, for the long term at least, because the Sixers already won this trade for right now. But if Ben Simmons can come back to playing how he played, I would say 2 years ago for the Sixers, as far as being a dominant defender, a dominant lockdown defender, and his court vision and passing the ball, I think the Nets will win this trade next year and beyond. Because I always said for Ben Simmons, whatever team Ben Simmons goes to, for this to be a success for him, they need to already have at least 2 to 3 legit scoring threats before him. Before we say before we say the guy's name of Ben Simmons, right? They have Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and they got Steph Curry, which is a low-key great pickup. And also Andre Drummond was also a really damn good pickup. It was a great pickup. And you slide Ben Simmons on there, they're really lengthy. They're really long on defense. So they can pick up some slack there on the defensive side of the ball. And then KD, Kyrie, and Seth killing it offensively. And whenever the hell Joe Harris come back.
Yeah, the Sixers are 2. I have the standings up too, Cravante, if you want to look at it real quick. Yeah, the Sixers are currently 2. I had to look at it because I know they were rising quickly. Them and the Bucks are battling for 2 and 3.
How far out are they from first place?
They are 3 games out. Bucks are 3.5, and Bulls are 4.5. So looks like the Heat probably will have the number 1 seed, only with 20-something games left, just in my opinion. But the Sixers and Bucks would be a hell of a second-round matchup.
Let me
That's a great second round matchup.
Let me chime in with what Cravante was saying. I think that I do agree with you with your stance. My only issue is I think that this trade had potential for the 76ers to win just all around, long term and short term. I think they gave up a little too much. I understand you wanted to get rid of Ben Simmons, but I don't think that they needed to get rid of Drummond and Seth. The
Seth was a steal. The Steph put them over the top. Steph Curry put them over the top.
That was my only gripe with this. I was like, why, maybe throw a pick in there, but I think they gave up too much for this deal to go down. I understand what Daryl Morey was doing because he wanted James Harden, and James Harden wanted to be about a Brooklyn. But I think that if the Sixers didn't give up those 2 players, then I would have said the Sixers won this hands down. But and clearly the Nets aren't doing anything this year between Ben Simmons having to get back into playing shape and the situation with Kyrie Irving in the vaccine. But next year and beyond, watch out for Brooklyn and when they get back.
Ain't nobody asked you, Byron. Ain't nobody asked you for that.
Oh. I haven't done it in a while, y'all. Say it with me now. Everybody beats the West.
Thank you, I had to do it while he was there. I
think this year the Sixers need to make sure you put your foot on the gas and go full throttle, because if not, look how close that all is. I mean, we're talking about a Miami team that was just in the finals not too long ago. We're talking about the defending champs in the Bucks. We're talking about a team on the rise in the Bulls. Despite them having issues against top competition in the East, they still had a high seed. You got the Cavaliers. You still got. There are teams out there that are still caliber in just in the East. So the 76ers, though they're going to be a contending team, they made this trade in order to win a world championship.
Right.
And this is the year. If you want a world championship, this is going to have to be the year to do it. But whoever you take on in the West, whether it's the Warriors or the Suns, whoever, it's not going to be an easy road either.
Go ahead, D. Let me get your thoughts. Go ahead, Cravante, then D.
For D goes, So Byron also asked, do I have stock in the Sixers? It depends on what you mean by stock. Going to the championship, I think it's a lot right now. I still really like Milwaukee.
Mhm.
But and also James Harden has to get this monkey off his back of not performing well in the playoffs. So as far as stock, it's very low, Byron. It's very low. But they like with this team, they should be in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Mhm.
Go ahead, D. Appreciate it.
Oos,
Okay.
what's up?
What's up, Oof?
Yeah, you know
Lamar,
this
tap in
deal.
with us on YouTube too. Thank you.
Well, you know this deal, guys. It kind of helped Philly in the short term. You know, long term, I think Brooklyn did make out with getting the guys, Steph Curry, getting Drummond. They needed some size. You know, Ben Simmons is a big key because defensively now you can throw him on the best two guard on the other side, and he can kind of guard that. But Harden and Embiid is looking good for now. We'll see how long this lasts because you know the bearded one when he don't get his way, he gets a little salty. You know, he starts saying he hurt and he ain't and all that good stuff. So we'll see. But as long as the East is still competitive, I'm good with it. Chicago's making a run this year. The Heat looking good still.
How about
Milwaukee's still a
Boston
chance.
climbing up to fifth? Boston's on fire
Yeah.
Yeah,
lately.
Oh,
Jay
Boston's
Tatum.
on fire.
wow.
They're on
Yeah.
fire. Cleveland's doing well.
Yep.
Listen, Cleveland, before we get off this, don't take the guy from Akron. Don't take him
Hey.
back. Don't do it. He
No,
want to
no.
come back. He want the easy way out. He lied in his bed in L.A. and his old knees and himself. He gonna have to suffer through it. So don't let him back, Cleveland. Don't let him back in.
Mm-mm.
He want to come back. Don't let him back. That's all I got to say
Wow,
about
here
that.
you go.
Well,
Man won
Where
a
I
quickly.
go?
championship for them. Let them come back.
We'll go quickly. No,
No.
shut up, Dre. Quickly, I'm gonna say this. Um, the trade looks good. Okay. For James Harden, he fits right in with Joel Embiid. They look like a well-oiled machine, like they've been playing together for years, and it's a great thing. And but I'm not sure if Ben Simmons is going to step on the court for the Brooklyn Nets. I don't know what's going on with that. He's always been goofy to me. Um, he's being goofy right now. He should be playing right now. I don't get it. But
He has mental health
and
issues,
like
Raj. He has mental health.
whatever. And Kyrie still can't play home games because of the goofy mayor of New York, and
But they
he needs
lifted
to.
the mandate though, right?
He lifted the mandate, but he said the brother still can't play home games,
They
which is
they
ridiculous.
made a they made a Kyrie clause.
He needs to be asked a 9, asked a 10, asked 11, asked a 12 for his goofiness. And yeah, Brooklyn, I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm not sure, but the Sixers look good. The Bucks are starting to pick it up. The Bulls is getting healthy, and the Heat is pretty much trying to hold on to the top spot. But look out for the Boston Celtics. Now the Boston Celtics was having, they was like this in the middle of the season, but now they starting to find their stride. They starting. Jason Tatum, that he was a
Oh
bad
my
boy
God.
yesterday. He
He
had
gave them
54
boys
points.
50. He gave them
He
boys
put
Yeah,
50,
50.
he put
yeah.
54 on them boys, man. So I
He
mean,
gave
the
them boys
Boston Celtics
50.
is they coming. They are definitely coming. They finally starting to put it together. But this is a tough Eastern Conference race. May the best team win. Like I said before, like last year, I'm going to hold on with the Bucks. I think the Bucks are still team to beat. They still the defending champions. They're going to defend that crown. But that is a lot of teams on their heels. A lot of teams. And I
Well,
think Boston could be one.
I'm gonna go with you to the west while Dre goes ahead. I'm gonna start with you in the west, but go ahead, Dre, real quick.
I was gonna say put up my cousin's question real quick.
Yeah, I was about to get to that as well. About Bronny. I don't know if he gets drafted, honestly,
I,
but
I think he does get drafted, but I'm gonna say it's too soon right now to tell. I know people are saying it would be homecoming if he could go to Cleveland, but honestly, right now it's too soon to tell because we don't know where Bronny's going to be, and we don't know where LeBron James stands. Yeah, he's balling out right now, but clearly he's not the
Well,
same
he didn't play
James
tonight.
in the past.
He didn't play tonight.
load management.
Old management, yes. Old management, Byron.
Raj and D, got to get your thoughts, and of course, Dre, I'll get to you. LeBron, we talked
Well,
about it a little bit yesterday. He went for
well,
56 on Saturday. What's up? What's up? Go ahead, Raj.
hold. We got breaking news. We got breaking news. This is some WWE news.
Oh, joy.
Steve Austin will be on the KO show
Next
for
week.
WrestleMania. No, for
No,
Oh,
no,
WrestleMania.
they're gonna do this. They're gonna
They're gonna
actually
be
do
on the
this, man.
KO show, so
okay.
they won't be.
I don't care.
We
Look.
won't be having a wrestling match though. He'll be on his KO show. It's
Steve
breaking
Austin,
news.
please
This
do
is
Oh
not
breaking
come
news.
back
Lord.
and wrestle. Just stand the man. Do not come back and wrestle, please.
There, there,
Please,
there,
please.
there
That's
you
how
go.
I feel about that.
Yeah,
And speaking of which,
that's how we all
that's
feel.
how I feel. That's how I feel.
But I mean,
I'm sending an alert.
Goat James though, 56 points. I mean, we haven't seen something like that since Jordan. At that age rather, and that shows that
What do you
LeBron.
mean? You mean Kobe, man?
Yeah, Kobe too. Yes.
Yeah, you said Jordan. I'm like, Kobe did it retiring.
Yeah, but I mean, I wanted I threw the Jordan jab because he is the GOAT. So
Yeah.
no, I said LeBron. I'm talking about LeBron. I'm not talking about Jordan.
Well, no. Jordan's the GOAT, you fool.
Um, but we're we're talking about GOAT James, and for him to show
Oh,
that he
old James,
still
because they
had
ain't
it
play
You get
tonight.
in
Dre.
an
You getting beat.
upset.
You're getting beat on by the pulsating flex zone sign.
I know. I'm just like it, but we're I mean, in an upset victory too, because we didn't expect that. But however, again, the continued issue has been this year that an aging LeBron James has to carry this team, and that's utterly ridiculous. You saw Anthony Davis out there, and I'm like, dude, like, are you ever going to be healthy? Westbrook, can I get some type of production out of you? I mean, it's ridiculous that LeBron had 56 and like the rest of the team had like 40. Like, I was like, come on, y'all. Young boy, what's up, man? Appreciate you for tuning in, man. Um, but I mean, like I said, it's just a shame that LeBron James has to do this, and he shouldn't have to do this continuously.
No, Lord, what Justin Timberlake where you need him? Cry me a river.
The Lakers, D, as a Lakers fan, you know this is ridiculous. That it shouldn't be on the shoulders of LeBron James.
It's his fault that we're in this predicament. It's his
Yo,
fault.
are we being serious right now? You didn't know what you was getting Russell Westbrook. You didn't know what you was getting Anthony Davis. This is surprising to you.
I'm not saying that. I would have thought that Anthony Davis may have been a little, healthier, may have taken better care of himself, being that you're LeBron James's teammate. I thought that when they made the trade for Westbrook and Westbrook and Durant, remember they went to the finals. They had Western Conference final playoff games together. So I thought, okay, you've been with KD, you've been with Harden, you've been with Beal. I thought that maybe Chris Paul. I mean, I'm sorry, not Chris Paul, but being that Westbrook has been with all these different players, I thought, okay, maybe now you get with LeBron James, you learn something, and you'll take a step back, and he is the same old Russell Westbrook, and you can't have that mentality, especially when you're playing with somebody the caliber of LeBron James. I just thought that they may have all put the pieces together, and it just hasn't worked out that way.
Real quick, Dre, do they make a run? Real quick, Dre, do they make a run?
Um,
They're currently ninth, and it looks like they'd be playing in the play-in, probably either getting the Clippers.
I think honestly, they'll make the play-in tournament, but that's as far as they'll go. They're not going to get into the playoffs, and they're not. And even if they did get into the playoffs somehow by luck, they're not going no further than the first round. This team needs some major overhaul, and either Westbrook or Anthony Davis or both need to be traded because you're not getting the production that you need. And the team is also older as well. They need to get younger. And I mean, you see the blueprint with other teams. I mean, an example of that is the Golden State Warriors, where you have a mix of veterans in there, but you also have some young guns in there. And you gotta be deep. Look at a team like the Miami Heat, where their bench they don't even have a top guy like that I mean, Jimmy Butler is a top player, but he's like, top. He's right. He's like outside of like the top 10. You know what I'm saying? So, but the Miami Heat is a team, and they a few years ago went to the finals. You need bench production as well as production from your starting five, and it just can't. Like I said, with the Lakers, it just can't always be.
Lord, enough of this mess. Enough.
D, I'm gonna let you go real quick because I know your answer's short. Do they make a run?
They make a run to the grave. No, they ain't making no run. That
Go
was
ahead,
fool's
Cavante,
gold.
real
What
quick.
you seen Saturday night? Fool's gold.
Fools go. Go ahead,
And you
Cavante.
seen the Joker couldn't even play tonight. Couldn't even play tonight. Lost to Spurs tonight. Couldn't even play tonight.
Yo, AD, 12 feet under, right?
Oh, they match his number 23 feet under. Matches the old number 23 feet.
No. Hit 6.
He says
It don't matter how many feet. They're done. They're
You
cooked.
done.
They're
Right.
finished.
You
Go ahead,
done.
Cavante.
I'm
Go ahead,
tired of
Cavante.
talking about them suckers.
Go ahead, Cavante.
He acting a fool.
No.
They done like Coach Gay's career. I mean, Coach K's career. They done.
You be respectful of the legend.
Hey, at least they still alive. The Lakers are dead. They dead like
Hey.
LeBron's hairline. They're dead. They're finished. Gone.
Look, get him a little
Adios.
spray on. He's gone.
Oh my goodness.
They can spray it on all they want. They can spray on hairline, whatever they tan, whatever they want to do. They're finished. Done.
You know,
Out of here. Get them
LeBron
off television. I agree with y'all, Bally. Get them out of here.
needs,
They stink.
LeBron needs that Jamie Foxx treatment. That's what he needs. He needs that Floyd Mayweather hairline. He needs something like that.
We do. We need something.
Yes,
But,
Mark. D is back. Go
Yes,
ahead, real
Dave's
quick.
being a complete bastard, and he can't help himself. But go ahead, Cavante, real quick.
No. There's no indication that they're making a run anywhere. Dre just went through all the basically relationships that Russell Westbrook has been in, and what has happened. So he get with somebody else. What do you think will happen? I just take a wild guess. You named about 3-4. You named about 3-4 people. What do you think will happen when he get with your boy?
Hey, Cavante, in his own words, he have no expectations. So I mean, why should we?
I'm just saying there's nothing showing. Like the Clippers, without their 2 stars, lost to the Clippers. The Lakers lost to the Clippers 4 times without their 2 major stars. Let's just let that sink in. The guys that's in the cellar of the crypto.com arena now beat them boys in the penthouse without their 2 best players. I'm just saying there's no run to be had. They probably will stay right where they're at.
I think they don't want to play the Pelicans either. I think the Pelicans might get them. The Pelicans playing well lately.
And the Pelicans gonna wear them shirts that Anthony Davis was wearing before he left. That's all, folks. Yep, they gonna wear them shirts too.
It's crazy because they look like they won that trade. I mean, right now.
Damn.
Long term, man.
Crazy.
Long term, yeah. Short term, no.
Raj, go ahead, Raj.
I did a whole fucking video about this yesterday. I'm be honest with you guys, I am completely disgusted with this goddamn team. They lost to the Spurs, like Dee said. I mean, this team is a disgrace. All right, they're a disgrace. I'm not gonna praise them. LeBron James, of course, he had 56 on Saturday. He's still playing at a high level, like I said before, but he cannot carry this team. Jesus himself can't even save this damn team. Russell Westbrook is making excuses left and right. Anthony Davis is always hurt, always will be hurt, always is going to be hurt, and he can't help himself but to get hurt when he's not even playing. So he'll find a way to get hurt when he comes back again.
Right, you talking about Jesus Shuttlesworth?
No, I'm talking about Jesus Christ himself.
Team?
He can't save them. He cannot save that team, man. This team is done, finished, finito. Be honest with you, I don't even want them to make the play-in tournament. Just get eliminated now. Go away. Nobody wants to see you guys anymore. You've been on TV too damn much, and y'all been stinking the joint up. And it's embarrassing as a Laker fan, honestly. It is very embarrassing, and I'm sick of saying it. I'm sick of this damn team always on prime time, on
Right.
TNT,
The
on
team
ABC,
from Southern
on
California.
ESPN.
We tired of
Get
that.
them the hell out of here. I don't want to see them on NBA TV. Go away. Your
Good Lord.
season's over with. Trade Anthony Davis. Get rid of Russell Westbrook. If you want to keep LeBron for one more year, great. That's fine. But get him out of here. They're done.
Well,
I agree.
that's a good way to put a coffin in them right there. I mean,
That's right. Rest in peace, like the Undertaker's career. Get him
yeah.
out.
Come on.
Get him
D,
out.
real quick, let the people know how to keep up with you as well, sir.
Yeah, mine quick for get up off here, Die Sport Network. We've been cranking out the coverage this year, high school basketball. It's been a grueling year. I'm actually doing editing now as we speak. It's been a grueling year, but the season will be over for me coming up. I got the Maryland State Finals coming up here in public schools. Shout out to City. They're doing well. I'm sure Carlos had been bragging about it. He must forgot. He got all that knowledge, but he don't know his City Knights getting the job done. A couple other teams doing well. Parkville, shout out to them, man. They trying to stay undefeated, trying to win the 4A title. So check it out, Die Sport Network on the YouTube. Of course, subscribe to the Flex Zone here too, man. And making it happen, baby.
Hey.
Making it happen.
Well, D, we appreciate you, brother, and don't work too hard. Good to hear you.
Yeah, good to hear y'all as well, man. I'll back and screw puke and forget the Lakers. Don't watch them, folks. Don't watch them. They're
What,
trying.
bro? Get out of
We'll
here.
see. We'll see you in a couple weeks, man.
My
See,
man
yeah,
You
and
D.
don't
couple weeks
want
on
to
the
stay in a
show
couple weeks.
and Sunday. Yeah,
Yeah,
couple weeks,
Sunday
Dre.
night. He'll be Sunday night. Yeah,
Yeah,
Sunday
D,
night.
be
let
back
him know
Sunday night.
he'll be
Mhm.
live with us doing some bracketology.
Yeah,
The
no
Flex
bracket.
Zone bracketology. There we go. We'll call it
Yes,
that.
sir.
All right, D, thank you, brother.
Holla.
Appreciate it. Holla.
No problem,
My
guys.
man D.
With that being said,